Beware of illegal video cassettes. Check whether this video cassette carries a genuine label hologram. Video piracy is a crime. Do not accept it. Demand a genuine cassette from your video store. Poor quality illegal video cassettes reduce your viewing pleasure and jeopardize future film production. When in doubt, telephone the Federation Against Copyright Theft, FACT, on 081 568 6646.
I want you to talk to me about May. Are you very much in love with her?
As much as a man can be.
Do you think there's a limit?
In a time of tradition, in a place of privilege, Newland Archer lived his life by the rules of his society.
I want everybody to know
What?
that we're engaged.
Until he met a woman who lived by her own rules.
I think they're all a little angry with me for setting up for myself. I hear she means to get a divorce.
She made an awful marriage, but that doesn't make her an outcast. I came to see what you were running away from.
All I really want is to feel cared for and safe.
Is there someone else?
We should remember marriage is marriage and Ellen is still a wife.
When can I see you?
I can't be your wife, Newland. Is it your idea I should live with you as your mistress?
You gave me my first glimpse of a real life. And then you asked me to carry on with a false one. No one can endure that.
I'm enduring it. Everybody knows.
Have you considered the consequences?
What the hell does that mean, sir?
From the Pulitzer Prize-winning novel,
Shall I come to you?
Come to me.
Columbia Pictures is proud to present Daniel Day-Lewis, Michelle Pfeiffer, Winona Ryder.
They never knew what it meant to be tempted, but you did.
The Age of Innocence, a Martin Scorsese picture.
You don't like to have pretty girls on the staff, I've noticed. Might it be that our Mr. Stevens fears distraction? Can it be that our Mr. Stevens is fresh in blood after all and cannot trust himself?
You know what I'm doing, Miss Kenton? I'm placing my thoughts elsewhere while you chatter away.
For the past 30 years, this has been the world of Stevens the butler.
Magnificent planet.
Delighted to be of service, madam.
Within the protective walls of Darlington Hall,
What happens within this house during the conference could have repercussions on the whole course that Europe is taking.
I understand fully.
he has led a life of perfect order
Why do you always have to hide what you feel?
Thank you, Miss Kenton, for your advice. Now perhaps you will allow me to go about my business.
and total control.
A man cannot call himself well-contented until he has done all he can to be of service to his employer.
But as the world outside was changing,
The United States does not want war any more than you do. On the other hand, neither would we care for peace at any price.
The fact is, Stevens, democracy is finished. It doesn't work.
You do realize that over the last few years his lordship has been the most important pawn that the Nazis have in this country?
I have absolute trust in his lordship's judgment.
so was the world inside Darlington Hall.
We have some refugee girls on the staff. You'll have to let them go. They're Jews.
If you dismiss my girls tomorrow, it will be wrong. A sin.
How long can he shut his eyes to what he sees around him?
If those girls go, I shall leave this house.
I'd be lost without her.
How long can he close his heart?
Mr. Stevens,
Yes,
I accepted Mr. Benn's proposal of marriage.
you have my warmest congratulations.
To what he feels inside. Columbia Pictures is proud to present a James Ivory film.
That's not scandalous at all. It's just a sentimental old love story.
Academy Award winner Anthony Hopkins. Golden Globe Award winner Emma Thompson. James Fox. Christopher Reeve. The remains of the day. The comedy surprise of the year.
Hey, Bella! You want to make the rounds with us?
I'm not in the garbage business, thank you.
Is just around the corner.
You want to bet? Bet.
I think I'll bluff.
Give me the cards. Get away from me.
What are you kids doing in here? It's after 6 o'clock. We're closed.
It's Jay and Artie, Aunt Bella. Your nephews?
Oh, my God. It's Jay and Artie. My nephews.
Her name is Bella.
I went to the movies, and they had air conditioning. I felt so happy for those actors to be in an air-conditioned theater.
I don't think the actors feel it. They're just pictures on the screen.
Everybody thought she was just a child in a woman's body.
How old do you think I am?
I don't know, about 35.
35? You're so far off, it's not even funny. I'm 36.
But no one imagined the feeling she kept inside.
You fill your head with dreams that don't happen to people like us.
Sometimes they do.
Kiss me.
Either this guy is pulling your leg, or else he's after something. Now, is he after something?
From Neil Simon's Pulitzer Prize-winning play, Lost in Yonkers,
You want to get married? I have never been so happy in my whole life.
comes the most unforgettable character you'll ever meet.
You will always be a child.
But if I'm a child, why can't I be happy like a child?
Columbia Pictures presents Academy Award winner Richard Dreyfuss.
Worry about it.
Is it loaded?
Gee, I hope not. If it goes off now, I have to become a ballerina.
Tony Award winner Irene Worth.
You don't survive in this world without being like steel.
You know what it's like to touch steel, Mama? It's hard and it's cold.
And Academy Award winner Mercedes Ruehl as Bella.
I want to have his children. I want my own babies.
Neil Simon's Lost in Yonkers. Find it in your heart.
You look wonderful. I lost 10 pounds.
Yeah, well, it looks great.
Really? Because I put it back on a month ago.
Directed by Martha Coolidge.
Their greatest enemy is fear. Their biggest challenge is ignorance. Their most powerful weapon is courage. Tom Hanks.
I have a case.
Denzel Washington.
Let's talk about what this case is really all about.
A Jonathan Demme film, Philadelphia.
The critics raved about Philadelphia on its release. If you missed it in the cinema, you can now rent this compelling drama in your video store. Philadelphia dares to tackle the devastation of AIDS head-on, and Tom Hanks manages to both entertain and educate, and deservedly won an Oscar for Best Actor this year. Philadelphia is just one of the great movies and more, ready to rent at your video store.
If you go down to show it for us today, you're in for a big surprise. I mean, Mel Brooks in charge. You can always expect the unexpected.
Columbia TriStar presents
Robin Hood.
Check, please. More bubbles. Oh, yes, just now it's happening.
A chastity belt?
So, if you missed it in the cinema, don't worry, you can now rent this madcap comedy on video. Watch out, Robin Hood and his outrageous outlaws are loose in Sherwood Forest, and they're wearing tights. Nice. Fry tuck into this feast of comedy tonight. Great movies and more, ready to rent at your local video store. The legend had it coming.
Director Martin Scorsese invites you to experience The Age of Innocence. Daniel Day-Lewis, Michelle Pfeiffer, Winona Ryder.
Shall I come to you?
Come to me. The Age of Innocence.
Michelle Pfeiffer, Daniel Day-Lewis, Winona Ryder, and directed by Martin Scorsese. If you missed this lush, lavish banquet of a movie in the cinema, you can rent it now on video. Age of Innocence, the succulent story of suppressed sexuality. Don't you dare miss out on this night of joy to the senses. Great movies and more, ready to rent at your video store.
like the city air, I like to drink.